Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily go getimism number 935 for April 25th, 2017. Tonight, I want to talk to y'all about trier's remorse. Trier's remorse. Not buyer's remorse, but trier's remorse. You know that buyer's remorse is when you buy something and when you get it, you're disenchanted by what you bought. You don't like what you bought. It's like it's not as good as you thought it would be, or it doesn't perform as well as you thought it would perform, and it just doesn't live up to the expectations and the hype that you may have had surrounded before you made the purchase. So like a lot of people are talking about people who supported Donald Trump are having buyer's remorse now. They knew what they were voting for when they voted for him. There's no use having any remorse for that. See, most of us, when we buy something, we don't know what's going to come after we buy it. With an election, first of all, you didn't buy him. I mean, I guess you could look at it as your tax dollars paying his salary as a purchase, but we didn't directly buy him. And you knew by his temperament and other things pretty much what kind of man that he was. But when you buy a product from out of the store or whatever, you don't really know how that product is going to act unless you have read like Consumer Reports or something like that. Found a way to get the scouting report on whatever it is that you purchased. But when we talk about trier's remorse, when we talk about being upset that you tried to do something because you either failed at it or because you succeeded at it, let me break this down for you for a second. When you try at something, that means that you put the effort forth in order to make something happen that you wanted to happen. So, a lot of people will say things like, no, don't try, just, make sure that you succeed. Well, you can't succeed without trying. In other words, you have to map out a plan. That's a try. Then you have to execute the plan. That's a try. And then you have to put the effort forth to be able to execute the plan. That's more trying. Then you have to keep it going in order to keep it afloat. If it works, that's more trying. Or you have to start all over again if it doesn't work out. That's more trying. So sometimes the things that we try for can leave us feeling embarrassed, leave us feeling humiliated. Like if you've tried to build a loving relationship with somebody who doesn't really want to be with you. Yeah, you may feel embarrassed and humiliated over the efforts that you put into it. A lot of people say when a relationship goes bad, they say it was a complete waste of time. It wasn't a complete waste of time. You learned a lot about yourself and a lot about life in your effort to try to find love. Nobody finds love without trying. You try. Even if your only effort in trying was waiting or eliminating people that you didn't think would fit the bill, that's still trying. You don't always have to be actively going out to seek what you want. But that's not a bad thing to do. It's a good thing to do. You learn a lot about your character when you try something. And you learn a lot about your humility when you fail at something. So failing at something isn't always a bad thing. It's just something that none of us really want to do. It's something that none of us really want to experience, but it's something that we all have to go through. And when we experience it to the point where we can put it in the proper perspective, then we realize what we did wrong, we assess the damage, we go over our steps, and we try again, and we make it happen. And it's very, very possible to be able to do it. But some people are so afraid of rejection that they don't want to try again. It's like, okay, if you got everything you wanted on the first try, then that would probably set you apart from every other person in the whole world. So if you went to get a job and you got every job you ever went out for, well, you may be extremely lucky. But I know if I got everything that I ever wanted, all it would make me do is want to keep trying to get more and more, trying more and more things just to see if I would be successful at it. Because I'd be like, I have to be the luckiest person in the world. Everything I go for, I get. Everything. What would you learn from that? That you're omnipotent? That you're a supreme being? I guess that's the only thing that you would learn. Anyway, fear of rejection shouldn't be the thing that holds you back from getting what you want and going for yours. Sometimes people say no, but one thing about being told no, and one thing about rejection is that people, like salespeople know that the sale doesn't start until the customer says no. This is not like crack sales or drug sales where the only people that are going to buy it are the people who are already on drugs or are already using drugs. Life doesn't go that way. Other things in life don't just sell themselves. Even we sell water. Years and years ago, we never thought that water would sell at the rate that it does now. But we sell water. But we won't buy just any water. We buy the kind that we want. The brand that we want. So it's just like anything else in this world. If somebody tells you no about something that you propose to them, you try to make them an offer that is harder for them to refuse. I'm not talking about, it's not a gangster movie. I'm not talking about, being violent. What I mean is you find a way to make a business agreement. You find a way to be able to come together. You find a way to be able to cooperate. So that means that if somebody tells you no, that you need to find something that they do like, so the answer can be yes. That's really all there is to it. But a lot of people don't want to do that, and they're so discouraged by being told no that they say, well, I guess that just wasn't for me. Maybe that's not in God's plan for me. But that's a sellout. You get the things that you try for. And if you really, really want them and they're really, really worth it, then no amount of time or try should discourage you from going for yours. If it makes any sense. No tryer's remorse. You fail at something, you try again. You fall down, you dust yourself off, you get back up. You hurt yourself, you endure the pain. You treat yourself for your injuries, and you try again. Making sure that you get past those steps that you stumbled on before. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Don't run around here with tryer's remorse. Don't beat yourself up just because you tried and failed. And another thing, some people beat themselves up because they tried and succeeded. How does that work? That works when you go for something that you didn't want in the first place. See, your ego will make you go after things that you don't even want. That's how ego works. Your ego will have you fighting for a person that you don't even want. So it's like, oh no, I ain't gonna let you leave me. Baby, please, listen. It'll be different this time. You know what I'm saying? I'll do anything. Just come back to me. And they come back to you like, and you thinking to yourself, well, what the hell was I thinking? That's ego right there. We're not even talking about the emotional part of it. Either you want what you want or you don't. The things that you want, you try for. The things that you don't want, let them go. But no, our ego will tell us, nah, when I'm ready to let go, I'll let go in my way. I ain't gonna, it's like one of the shows that we've done. Don't want to quit, but don't want to get fired. I mean, can't stand your job, but don't want to get fired. So it's keeping you afloat, but it's really doing nothing for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Maybe not even financially. But you'll fight tooth and nail to keep that job because you don't want to get fired. You don't want the embarrassment of getting fired. But then you get the job and then you experience tryer's remorse. Like, what? Why did I do this? Why did I agree to stay? Why did I sign up for this for one more year? Cable TV. We want to get out of these contracts. These triple play, double play, and all that mess. But we sign up for them year after year. and wonder, like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just get the Fire Stick? Why didn't I just get the Apple TV? Why didn't I just get the Google TV? Why didn't I get the Roku box? Why didn't I seek out another alternative other than this mess that I got? Trier's remorse. You tried and succeeded, and now you're mad. Happens. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, listen, only try for the things that you want. Of course, there are going to be times when you try for the things that aren't that important to you. But just because they aren't important to you does not mean that they're not worth trying for. But if you succeeded what you tried to get, then don't feel bad about that. And if you failed about something, if you failed at something that you were trying to get, don't feel bad about that either. Anything that you put your effort towards has to be something that you thought was worth the effort that you put towards it anyway. So why would you feel bad about trying for that? Don't let other people get in your head and make you feel bad about trying. Because believe me, even if you embarrass yourself, other people wish they had the balls that you have in order to forge ahead and go for yours. So don't sweat that. Tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. That's right, tomorrow, April 26th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We're talking about weaning yourself off of them. Weaning yourself off of them. So it's like when you have an addiction, like you want cigarettes, alcohol, overeating, sex, gambling, and you trying to get yourself off of these things. But it's hard. So you would like to go cold turkey, but you just can't do that. So you try to wean yourself off. We also want to talk about weaning yourself off of a person. It happens. You deep in love with somebody, and you know they're not good for you. You know the situation is not good for you, or you have something better. But you really, really are in with this person. So instead of cutting them right off, you try to wean yourself off them. Or you may have already broken up with them. You still have to wean your feelings off of them. Wean. Because your feelings don't just get cut off like that. No matter how many phone numbers that you erase out of your phone or who you block on social media, your feelings will remain the way they are until they're gone. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Weaning yourself off of them, baby, on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace. And that's that.